All right, let's dive into something huge today. We're talking about a cosmic bet, a story of pure defiance, raw potential, and a wager placed on one single human soul. This is the Sovereign Wager.
And boom, we're thrown right into it with this incredible quote. It's a powerful critique, isn't it? This is the accusation that kicks off the whole debate, that humanity, well, we've traded our shot at greatness for just being comfortable.
So let's get into it. Section 1, a world without sovereigns. The problem hiding in perfection.
Okay, so picture this. We're in some celestial realm, right? Everything's glowing, it's supposed to be this perfect creation, the angelic hymns are just fading out, and then a figure steps forward. This is the adversary. And let me tell you, he is not happy. He represents the spirit of nihilism, and he's got a bone to pick.
So what's his big complaint? He looks down at humanity and sees what he calls the last men. Now, these aren't bad people, not at all. In his view, they're actually worse. They're hollow. Yeah, they've figured out happiness and safety, but in the process, they've lost that spark, that drive for something more, for true greatness. And that's the absolute heart of his argument. He's saying that in this perfectly safe little world we've built, we've lost our edge. That raw potential to be truly sovereign, to create your own values and shake the world, gone. Traded for a cozy, predictable life.
Okay, but that's a pretty bleak picture, right? Well, it doesn't just get left there. There's a counter-argument, and it leads to one heck of a wager. The wager for a soul.
So the voice of the sphere chimes in, but it's not a defense, it's a question, a really cryptic one. This is how we meet our hero, Maximus. But he's not some shining champion. He's this hidden, mysterious force, forged in the darkness, deep under the ground.
And just like that, the bet is on. The adversary's claim is simple. This Maximus guy, his will is a joke, a delusion. Without some divine light, he's just a shadow hiding in a cave. But the voices claim, oh, it's something else entirely. They say he's mastered his own downgoing, that he's found lightning inside his own body. So, what is this Untergang, or downgoing? It's a really cool German philosophical idea. It's not about failure or just falling down. It's about deliberately going deep into yourself, facing your own darkness, and overcoming it to come out way, way stronger on the other side.
So, the adversary lays it all out. The stakes are set. The fate of this one guy is now a test for all of humanity. Game on.
And just like that, the debate is over. The test begins. This is the weight of heaven, the test from above.
And there's no slow transition here. It's instant. 1 second we're in the heavens, the next we're on earth. That philosophical debate just became very, very real. The wager manifests.
And let's be clear, this is not some gentle test. It's a cataclysm, a crushing, overwhelming force. The air in Maximus's underground chamber literally gets heavy with something called the spirit of gravity. Ancient Byzantine stone walls start to groan. The entire weight of the city, of heaven itself, is bearing down on this one guy.
So, how do you fight that? How do you possibly respond when the weight of the heavens is trying to crush you? Well, you don't look up for a savior. The answer, it turns out, comes from within, the lightning in the marrow.
This is what makes Maximus different. In this insane moment of pressure, what does he do? He doesn't pray. He doesn't look for help. He just feels the challenge. He turns inward and faces it.
And his response is incredible. It's not just mental, it's physical, a total transformation. First, a bioelectric surge. His whole nervous system lights up, veins glowing gold. Then, a magnetic grip. He reaches out and senses the iron in the pillars around him and realizes he's not being crushed by the earth, he's holding it up. And finally, he pulls out his magical dagger, and it becomes like a lightning rod, focusing all that cosmic energy into his own will.
You see, this insane pressure wasn't just a test he had to survive. It was the final ingredient, the catalyst he needed to complete his transformation. This is the monarch of the deep, the metamorphosis.
And in that moment, he gets it. His Untergang, that long journey into himself, it's over. It's complete. This test didn't break him. It forged him. He's not just some guy hiding in the dark anymore. And here's the best part. He's not some pawn in their game. He knows what's happening. He whispers to the stones around him, "The gods wager on my soul. Let them watch. I shall give them a spectacle they did not bargain for." He's not just playing their game, he's about to rewrite the rules.
So what does he do? In a final act of pure will, he strikes a central pillar with his dagger. He's shattering the seal of his own home, his own prison. His time in the depths is over. Now his inverted prologue, his rise, is about to begin.
And that's really what this is all about, right? Turning incredible pressure into power, forging your own sovereignty from the inside out. Which really just leaves one last question for you to think about. If the gods themselves wagered on your soul, what kind of spectacle would you give them?